Truckers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
What's going on with our country? What is today is the chairman of the Republican National Committee, Joe Gruters. And, Mr. Chairman, there's so many things happening. I mean, it looks like we're going to have get rid of terrorism in the world and the free world will prosper again. It looks like that we're winning the war on drugs. I mean, there's so many good things happening. And you tell me how you feel and what's going on.
Well, this president goes to bat for the American people every single day, specifically the American worker. And people doubt him all the time, and they shouldn't, because his only interest is the greater good of the United States. I always go back to Butler, Pennsylvania, and when we moved his head, they tried to kill him. He moved his head. I think he was saved by God, and I think he was saved by God not only to save the country but the world. And when look at the Iran conflict, and I'm glad we got some positive news out of that. But think about the fact that it's such a high-risk, low political reward situation, but he made the decision to go and do it anyway, not for anything other than trying to put America in the best possible position, not only today but tomorrow. That's what he's done with these economic deals. That's what he's doing with the international deals outside of that one. He is going to bat for the American worker, and he should be thanked. But the only thing the left could do is create chaos and try to stop him and block him and prevent him from having any type of momentum because they're trying to grasp power and trying to hold on. But this president's proving to the American people every day that he was the right pick and that he's doing a wonderful job.
I agree with you 100%. I mean, I tell that to my friends. I tell my Democratic friends that, and I tell my Republican friends that, and I tell my independent friends that don't look at Donald Trump as necessarily a Republican or whatever. He's a businessman, and he's doing the business. You know what I said to them? He's a businessman doing the right thing for the United States of America and making sure that our country does well.
He goes to bat for the average American every single day. 50, or we could say 5 decades of leaders on both sides of the aisle have sold out the American worker. President Trump has made it his priority to go to bat for him, and I'm so thankful of his leadership and his willingness to do political, unpopular things for the greater good, because most people are interested in legacy and having everybody like him. This president's focused on saving the world.
Now, one of the big things that's coming up this November, Mr. Chairman, is the Voting Act. I mean, is there any way we can make sure that one American, one vote? I mean, it doesn't look like even though 80% or 70% of the Democrat voters say, yes, we should have voter ID, the leadership of the Democratic Party says absolutely not. Is there any other way to handle it?
Listen, we're doing everything we can to push the Save America Act. The Democrats are, they're trying to hold on to their grasp of power and are doing everything they can to try to cheat. That's the only reason why you'd be against providing citizenship when you register and making sure you have some type of voter ID. It's for the Democrats to stop, even though the majority of Americans, both independents, Democrats, and Republicans, want it. Just shows you how desperate they are to game the system. But I will tell you that the Republican Party across the country under the president's leadership, we're going to bat every single day in trying to make sure these elections are safe and secure and fair and free. We're on the cusp of winning one of the biggest election integrity lawsuits that we've ever had. It's the Watson versus RNC case. I was at the Supreme Court last week, and we have the ability, hopefully the Supreme Court will rule soon, that Election Day means Election Day. And what I mean by that is there's 14 states and the District of Columbia that basically allow absentee ballots collected after Election Day to be counted. And so what you're doing is on election day, you're giving a figure of how many votes that they need, and they go out and collect them. They want to continue this policy. It's a terrible policy. Election day means exactly what it says, and people should have full faith and confidence in the system. But again, the Democrats are against that because the Democrats are against anything. They want to reward illegals. There's a reason why they want to open borders and allow tens of millions of illegals in. They're fundamentally trying to change this country. They want them to vote. We have 130 plus lawsuits in 32 states because all we're trying to do is trying to stop them from cheating over and over and over again. And they try to find ways to game the system and try to win other than with the voters that matter. One citizen, one vote. That's what everybody should want. We should want everybody to have full faith and confidence in the system, and they're trying to erode that trust that the American people have.
I agree with you because even common sense Democrats and common sense independents and common sense Republicans say, what's wrong with asking for ID to vote? And our whole country and our whole economy is based on that. Now, well, one other thing, all the fraud going on in the country, are we going to be able to stop it and reverse it?
Well, listen, Vice President Vance is now taking the lead on that. And I talked to him about it last week, one-on-one, and we were going over some of the things that he was doing. And he says the scale of the fraud that exists, it's so massive. And once we just got to keep on fighting it and stay tuned for some pretty big news on that because they're uncovering stuff all the time. And the way we approached in the past gave the opportunity for people to cheat and to steal. And they're basically, when they steal from the government, they think it's a harmless crime. But no, it's not. You're stealing from you and your children's future. And we got to get to the bottom of it because ultimately we'll be 1,000 times better off if we cut out the fraud and give the relief that's created back to the American people that deserve it.
We're both emotional on a Sunday morning. Is there one last thing you want to get off your chest, Mr. Chairman?
Listen, we need everybody to come together. If we're going to win in November and we're going to defy history, we need everybody to come together. Go to GOP.com. Join me. Join the President of the United States, the greatest president to have ever served. He needs your help these midterms. Even though you may not live in a district that may vote Republican, you can give your time and treasure, get involved with your local party, get involved with your state party, and join us as we go out to protect the president and to make sure that he can serve a full 4 years with people that actually want to move the country in a positive direction.
Well, Mr. Chairman, we agree 110%, and thank you so much. Chairman Joe Gruter of the Republican National Chairman, Committee. What's the proper way to say it? It's a Republican National
Committee? You're exactly right. I'm Chairman of the Republican National Committee.
Well, thank you for everything you do, and keep fighting for America because we all stand for America, and we'll catch up again real soon.
Appreciate your leadership. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.